If you're a fan of the water, but don't love the sand that comes with beach towns, the best lake towns in the US may be just what you need. And unlike beach towns, whose main tourist attractions close in the off-season, most lake towns have activities that remain open no matter the season, providing a number of activities for visitors. With so many lake towns across the country, from California to Wisconsin to upstate New York, you won't have to travel far from where you live to find a scenic spot that your significant other or family will absolutely love. Whether you're looking for skiing and snow sports come winter, or hoping to catch some sun and water activities come summer, any one of these towns is the perfect spot for a getaway. Summersville, West Virginia. This little town, nicknamed the Little Bahamas of the East, is located right in the heart of West Virginia. Spend your days scuba diving, whitewater rafting, paddle boarding, or kayaking in West Virginia's biggest lake. At night, check out one of the many wineries or distilleries in the area. You can also visit the only lighthouse in West Virginia, or go on lake and hiking tour. Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Straddling the Arizona and California borders, you'll find Lake Havasu City, which has more entertainment, sports, fishing, and boating options than you could possibly want. Extending for 30 miles along the Colorado River, Lake Havasu is an extremely popular vacation spot all year long. Ely, Minnesota. Experience the epitome of small-town living in the quaint town of Ely. The town, located on the Vermilion Iron Range and known for housing several iron mines, is also home to the North American Bear Center and International Wolf Center. Okoboji, Iowa. Okoboji is close to 6 different bodies of water. Big Spirit Lake, the largest natural lake in Iowa, runs right along the edge of the city, where it then feeds into 5 other interconnected lakes. One of them, West Lake Okoboji, is one of only 3 blue water lakes in the world, which means the lake is supplied with fresh water from an underground spring. Off the water, there are museums, amusement parks, racetracks, and activities galore, which makes it the ideal family vacation. Big Fork, Montana. Up in Montana's Rocky Mountains, you'll find Big Fork, a town that borders Flathead Lake, the biggest lake in all of Montana. The area is also known for the mass amounts of land dedicated to growing fruits like apples, cherries, plums, and pears, which have been grown year after year since 1892. Sandpoint, Idaho, a small resort town located on the edge of Lake Pend Oreille. Sandpoint is a hub for tourists seeking recreational lake activities during the summer and slope-themed sports in the winter. The town is also home to the annual Long Bride Swim, typically held in early August, which is a 1.76-mile swim across the lake. It has become one of the Northwest's premier open water events. Greenville, Maine. Greenville, a small town of just under 1,700 people, is a vacation hotspot come summertime. The adjacent lake, which is 40 miles long and 20 miles wide, is one of the premier spots for fishing, boating, and hiking in the Northeast. Mackinac Island, Michigan. If you're the sort of person who prefers quaint B&Bs over large-scale hotels, Mackinac Island is the place for you. The town, which does not allow cars, requires visitors to travel by foot, bike, or horse and buggy. Lake Placid, New York. Best known for hosting 2 Winter Olympic Games in 1932 and 1980. Lake Placid was originally known as the nation's first winter vacation destination. Take a break from the water skiing, boating, and tubing activities and visit the Olympic Village Museum. Lake Lure, North Carolina. Enjoy floating on the gorgeous Lake Lure with the Blue Ridge Mountains as your backdrop. The small town, which is known for being both kid-friendly and an incredibly romantic destination for couples, sits in the heart of Hickory Nut Gorge, Wolfeboro, New Hampshire. The beauty from the oldest summer resort in America simply enhances the experience of Lake Winnipesaukee, the body of water the town of Wolfeboro borders. Like many of the other lake towns on this list, there is more than enough to do to keep you occupied 24/7. But this quaint little town has that New England look to it that not many others do. Lake Eureka, Arkansas. The real beauty in this town can be witnessed in early to late fall, when the surrounding mountains turn deep shades of red, orange, and yellow. Located within the Ozark Mountains, the town is also known for all of its buildings that still remain in their original Victorian style. Lakeway, Texas. Located only about 16 miles from the heart of Austin, This lake is a favorite destination for Texas folk and visiting vacationers. The 65-mile-long lake leaves the possibility for fun activities endless. Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Take a boat ride up the coast of Geneva Lake and you can't help but miss the gorgeous antique mansions that dot the coastline, like that of the gum manufacturing and Chicago Cubs owning Wrigley family. Ithaca, New York. Located in the Finger Lakes region of upstate New York, Ithaca is home to one of many gorgeous lakes in the area. Surrounding the town, there are several gorges and waterfalls that make beautiful attractions to visit while hiking in the local mountains. Burlington, Vermont, a great town to visit any time of year, since the ski and snowboarding trails are superb during the winter. And the freshwater Lake Champlain is an extra perk come summertime. The lake is so large, it runs from the upper portion of New York State, through Vermont, to the coast of Quebec, Chelan, Washington. In addition to housing some of the most gorgeous mountainscapes in the country, the small town of Chelan is best recognized for its world-famous apples. Pick up a few while you're in town. Branson, Missouri. Branson's the place to go if you're looking to have a whole lot of fun, with 3 huge lakes, museums, amusement parks, casinos, and more. You'll have a jam-packed schedule. Saugatuck, Michigan. Sitting along the western side of Michigan, Saugatuck has been labeled one of the America's best lake towns by USA Today. Hit up Oval Beach, take a boat out on Lake Michigan, or hike the Mount Baldhead Park Trail. Lake George, New York. The idyllic town of Lake George lies up in the Adirondack Mountains. Nicknamed the Queen of American Lakes, Lake George itself drains into Lake Champlain further up the coastline. It's the perfect place for those who want the fun of a quaint lake town that isn't too crowded or loud. South Lake Tahoe, California. This resort city situated on Lake Tahoe has everything you could ever want. There are even restaurants, bars, and casinos for nightlife fun, and numerous wooded trails to hike and explore. If none of those things strike your fancy, and there you have it, to 21 gorgeous lake towns that every traveler should see. Whether you're into history, nature, or just looking for a great adventure, there's something for everyone. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Happy travels!